Ladies and gentlemen, it is fucking brick out here. Oh wait, that's not advertiser friendly. Hold on. It is brick as shit out here. I got on 2 pairs of pants. I got on my shirt, I got on a cardigan under that, and I got on a pea coat above that. I got 2 pairs of gloves on. And luckily, somehow my fucking visor's not fogging up in this shit. But right now, I'm on my way to work. Figured maybe I'll bang out a quick vlog. Cause this is like the coldest day of the fucking season. Why is it fucking January out here? And it's the ass crack of November. What is this? And it's only gonna get colder later tonight. So, man, I hate using winter gloves because you can't feel shit. I have no idea what the bike is doing. I'm just kind of along for the ride. Here we go. What are you doing, fuckface? Come on. What is this shit, man? Well, running around in this fucking horrible cold. And you know what? I can't even lie. I'm like pretty fucking warm. I did a pretty good job choosing what to wear. I feel like I was out of touch when it came to this, because y'all know me, like I ride in any fucking weather. So I used to ride in this shit all the time with my previous bikes, but I never had to deal with this bike yet. I'm like, am I ready for this? I don't know. It's been a long time since I've ridden in fucking sub-zero weather. You hear that, boys and girls? It's windy too. But yeah, I'm creeping along right now. So look at this traffic. Oh, well, that's pretty dope. I don't even want to filter it because launching is so sketchy with 2 gloves on, and then the one on top is winter gloves. Like launching is like, But yeah, before I cut myself off like a moron, I was thinking about getting a second bike for the winter. I'm gonna call it the Salt Bike V1, because I don't mind riding this bike in the cold. Got my voice cracking out here. I don't mind riding this bike in the cold, but when they start laying that salt down, and you know that light snow and all that type of garbage starts coming in, I'm not taking this bike out, because you know the last 2 bikes that I had were in pretty rough condition to start with. But this is a nice bike, and I don't want to ruin it by riding in salt and like fucking slush and gross shit. So I'd rather buy a bike to take that L. You know, buy a cheap bike, a couple $100, and just use that for that application. When are they gonna fix this road? I actually got the muffler back on my bike. If you hear it, it's a little bit more tame. Normally I would just cut around, but I don't even feel like dealing with all that right now. You could tell it's cold because the fucking rear tire just broke loose. I was thinking about getting a cheap bike just so, you know, ride around, because in the Northeast, man, sometimes they put salt down just to have it down. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, sometimes, yeah, when it snows, you put salt down, you plow it, and then you throw salt down. But up here, like, they would just put salt down just to keep it from freezing over. Little moisture left over would cause black ice. Next thing you know, the roads are just fucking light gray with salt. And anybody who has a bike knows, when you ride over that shit will fuck up your swing arm. Oh, look at this guy. We out here. But yeah, that happened to my YZF. Like when I brought my YZF, the swing arm was black. And I don't know if it came black, but it probably didn't, because only the outside was black. So the inside of the swing arm that the wheel was like next to, that shit was still like aluminum colored. So like eventually it just got fucking horribly rusty. And then the paint on the outside of the swing arm got like eroded off, and then that started rusting too. Of course, the bike is fucking stolen, and all the parts are being sent to fucking South America right now. So what does that matter? It doesn't matter. Look at this smooth criminal right here. Oh fuck! Oh, get away from me! I was looking on Craigslist, and New York City is not a good place to buy a vehicle because everyone thinks their shit is worth 3 times as much as it actually is. So you get fucking bikes for $1,200 that really in reality should be like $800. Gee, nice cambered out Civic. Goes real well with the rust and scratches, asshole. Maricon. Is that a Ruckus? I don't want a scooter though. Like, a scooter would be probably pretty good for this application, but I don't want one. I just don't want one. So I'm gonna get like a cheap bike. Store this bike for the winter. There's a lot of garages around New York City where it's just like, hey, put your bike here for the winter. If you don't want to use your bike, just leave it here, winterize it. Then again, I've never winterized the bike before, so I know there's like a bunch of steps you have to take, but if you guys will give me your experience in winterizing a bike, that would be really helpful for me. Because once again, like, you know me, I ride in any weather. So I used to ride through the winter, which I'm going to do, but I'm going to winterize this bike and use a cheaper throwaway bike and sell it at the end of the season, more than likely, unless I fucking fall in love with it. You know, I'm a real sucker. So yeah, man, leave some comments if you winterized the bike before, and just tell me what you did and how it turned out. Like, what did you have to do when you pulled the bike back out in the spring? Because I'm really trying to pull a trigger on this as soon as possible, especially with days like this, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it rained when the cold front came in today, there would be fucking snow on the ground. Abso-fucking-lutely there would be snow on the ground. But luckily today is a pretty dry day, the sun is out, so it's just really cold and really windy. So, but it's not really wet, which is like, fucking thank God. Nice Tesla. Go ahead, bruh, Mr. Benzo. Oh, they fixed it. Good job, good job. Good job, New York City. New York City. Also, one last word. I apologize for the lack of videos. Like, it's been like a solid week, maybe more, since I put that last vlog out. But like, I'm really busy nowadays. Like, the other day when I was gonna record a vlog, I decided that I was gonna try and fix my fork seals because those are leaking too. So I was gonna fix those, and I like got the bike all apart. The front end was apart. I learned a ton of shit about the bike. Even though I got the forks out, like the front end was gutted, got the forks out, took them inside, and like I got one step in, I unscrewed the top, and then I realized that there's a part in there that I need a specific stand to like apply enough compression to get to a lock nut that I just couldn't get to. Mind you, I've already changed the fork seals on my Honda Rebel back in the day, but obviously those forks are like 2 times simpler than these. I thought, you know, going into it, I'm like, yeah, fuck that, I got this. So I bought like a fork driver, I brought a fucking leveler, I bought the fork oil, all that shit. And the thing is, I poured out the oil on one of the forks thinking I would get it done, and then I was like, nah, I can't do it. Because like, it was like, if I would have tried anymore, I probably would have just fucked the forks up. So I was like, you know what, when time comes, I'll take them off the bike. Because, you know, that's like a big part of the price of getting somebody to do your fork seals, is getting the forks off the bike. But now that I know how to do it, for this bike in particular, then I'll just take them off when I'm ready, and I'll just give them to somebody, and you know, it'll cost like way less. Like stuff like that. Like, you know, after that, I didn't have time to shoot a vlog and edit a vlog. Like, that takes, you know, editing a vlog takes quite a long time. Like, for my standard of what I like to put out, it takes a while. Like, it takes a couple hours. Like, shooting it is the easy part, but it's like sitting down and being like, oh, I gotta cut this out, gotta fucking do this, cut this music in. That's the part that takes a minute, but I'll try to get better with that. Gonna overtake you, asshole! Maricon. I also need chain loop, but you know what? That's all this vlog about. I'm just gonna close it out here because this really doesn't need to drag on that long. But yeah, that's the main idea of this vlog. I need a salt bike. Definitely, I want to pull a trigger on that before it starts snowing. Absolutely, because I can't afford a car. That's the other alternative, is getting a car, but I can't afford a decent car. So yeah, you just watched the Illustrator in the fucking frigid city of Brooklyn, riding through the deep freezer that is New York City right now, maybe even the whole Northeast, because I'm about to race this bus. You lose.